My second to last semester of school, I took a class on Middle Eastern culture, and I just found it fascinating and really interesting, and I decided that that was something that I wanted to pursue. And right about that time, I started thinking about a career in academia, and I said, you know, even though I'm so behind on Arabic, I think this is something that I want to start.
I decided it was high time I needed to learn Arabic because I've been working on the Mediterranean for decades in my research. And guess what? There's a lot of the Mediterranean that speaks Arabic, or that in Italy, for example, there are a lot of medieval traces of Arabic in the architecture.
Came here early. I dropped out of high school because I didn't like it so much, and I came here early and I was very overwhelmed with the huge variety of classes that are at this school. And Arabic was kind of I knew I'd love it, and so I just started with that because it's a language, so it will always be helpful because you always need to talk with people. And it's a beautiful language and there's much depth to it, and every moment I learn more about it, I have more appreciation for it because of how words connect to each other and how sort of there's culture wrapped up in it. And so it was kind of like a solace place, and then through learning it, I realized how much more I wanted to continue.
I just remember interacting, you know, with some of the Egyptian families that lived around me, and everyone was really like so happy that like I wrote my name out in Arabic, and they're like, where did you learn this? It was like so amazing to some people that like I could, you know, write in Arabic, and that's just like a really good feeling, being able to share that and having people appreciate that, you know, you care about their culture and you care about their language enough to, you know, to invest some time into trying to learn it.
Watching the World Cup and reading all of the signs around the side of the stadium, that was very exciting. Especially actually understanding some of the signs around the edge of the stadium. That was super exciting.
I am taking Arabic classes with Khalid Ahmed, and he's the best teacher I've ever had, the best language teacher, hands down. Just his approach to teaching, it makes a lot of sense. It's like a lot of repetition, and he makes it really fun. It's like learning as a game.
I've been very impressed, as a language teacher, I've been really impressed by how much interaction we have. So about half of the class is chatting, and I couldn't believe it. At the end of our first quarter, we were actually literally having conversations as an oral exam. I didn't think that was going to be possible.
Can't really truly understand a culture, I don't think, unless you can speak their language on some level.
Ustad Khalid is like the nicest person ever, and he's super supportive, and he goes through interacting with this language in a way that's experiential learning, less of a this is the grammar point and this is how you use it, and then as soon as I forget it, he's like, well, you know, we'll keep working on it. It's a process. I would say that Arabic is probably the most difficult language that I've ever interacted with, just because of how much cultural background and sort of language depth there is. Just there's so much to it. But it's, in that sense, it's the most rewarding. I'm able to actually sort of conceptualize an idea within Arabic.
I really like the word like dhakr, which is remembrance.
Jama and then Jamil and Jamal all have the same root, and camel and pretty and gathering and sort of university are all connected. And I think that's really powerful in the sort of cultural history of camels are this ultimate beautiful animal, and they're really important in sort of crossing deserts and meeting other people, and then you meet other people and you have this beautiful connection with them, and that happens at a university or in a mosque.
One of the phrases we learnt in Arabic 101 was, you know, why do you like Arabic? And the answer would be, أحبها لأنها جميلة. Doesn't that sound nice? I love it because it's beautiful. And it is. One of the things we had to do for Arabic 101 that seemed a little intimidating, but that was actually really helpful, was get into study groups and meet once a week outside of class. It was such a great way to make community, to realize that each of us brings different strengths to the class.
Just spending time every day with it, the more that you can be listening to songs in Arabic or watching TV shows or media in Arabic.
When approaching a language, approach it without thinking too deeply about getting things right. Because I think language is basically full of mistakes, and making mistakes is the most important part.
This is some of the best language instruction I've ever had. Don't take it for granted. Take Arabic. It's very easy to imagine, oh, I'll do Duolingo one day. No, this is not Duolingo. This is a really thoughtfully put together, really rigorous, fun, thorough way of learning a language. You should just do it.